आवाज हम सबकी। ये है चैनल 91 प्लस नेटवर्क और आप देख रहे हैं न्यूज 91। न्यूज 91 आवाज हम सबकी। ये है चैनल 91 प्लस नेटवर्क।
To welcome our most distinguished guest on the tune of Padharo Mane Des, here are the dazzling Gregorians in their alluring Rajasthani costumes.
सोनेरी धरती जठे चांदी रो आसमां रंग रंगीलो जी रस भरियो मारो प्यारो राजस्थान मारो प्यारो राजस्थान केसरिया मालम आमोनी पधारो मारे देश केसरिया मालम आमोनी पधारो मारे देश पधारो मारे देश पधारो मारे देश रे केसरिया मालम आमोनी पधारो मारे देश केसरिया मालम आमोनी पधारो मारे पधारो मारे पधारो मारे
Good evening and a hearty welcome to one and all present here. On this august occasion, I express profound gratitude and seek blessings from God Almighty and our patron saint, Gregorios of Perumala. We welcome our esteemed guest, the Supreme Head of Indian Orthodox Church, President of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society, Udaipur, His Holiness Moran Baselios Marthoma Mathews-III, and Founder Metropolitan Diocese of Ahmedabad, Vice President of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society, Udaipur, His Grace Dr. Gregorios Julius, to grace the occasion. We also welcome Reverend Father Jose Chemman, Chairman of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society, Udaipur, and Manager of St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School. Reverend Father George Verghese, Diocesan Secretary of Ahmedabad, former Manager of St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School. Most Reverend Philippos Ramban, Superior Jyoti's Ashram, Abu Road. Reverend Father Rijo Rajan Koshi, Assistant Manager, St. Gregorios Junior School. Reverend Father Lijo Thomas, Vicar, St. Mary's Orthodox Church, Bhilwara. Reverend Father Matthew George, Vicar, St. Mary's Orthodox Church, Baswada.
We also welcome the Honorable Vice Chairman, Mr. Monty Verghese, Honorable Secretary, Mr. Junesh Thomas, Honorable Trustee, Mr. Babu John, respected Principal, Mrs. Preeti Mathur, respected Vice Principal, Mrs. Shubha Jose, to take their seats.
Let's all rise and sing our national anthem together. I request all the dignitaries to grace the seat.
Light brightens our path and dispels the darkness of ignorance. To illuminate the lamp and spread the rays of divine light within us and around us, I request His Holiness, His Grace, and other dignitaries to move forward for lighting the lamp ceremony.
Thank you all.
At my lowest, God is my hope. At my darkest, God is my light. At my weakest, God is my strength. At my saddest, God is my comforter. With this, we begin our today's program, invoking Lord's blessings upon us in the form of soulful prayer dance by prayerful Gregorians.
शरण तिहारे आए। शरण तिहारे आए। हे परमेश्वर हे प्राणेश्वर, नमन करें हम स्वामी। शरण तिहारे आए। शरण तिहारे आए। मालिक तू है स्वामी, तू इस जग का विधाता। तुझको पाए तुझको निहारे, तुझको पाए तुझको निहारे, तू इस जग का स्वामी, तू इस जग का स्वामी। शरण तिहारे आए। शरण तिहारे आए। शरण तिहारे आए।
Now we invite His Holiness Moran Mar Baselios Marthoma Mathews-III, His Grace Metropolitan Dr. Gregorios Mar Julius, and other dignitaries to rise to the dais for the public meeting.
Draw your chair up and hand me my violin, for the only problem we have still to solve is how to while away these bleak autumnal evenings, where words fail, music speaks.
Thank you all. A guest is akin to God and embodies the traditional Indian philosophy of revering the guest with the same respect as we offer to God. With this, I invite the Vice Principal, Mrs. Shubha Jose, to welcome our esteemed guests.
St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School extends warm greetings to one and all present here. Your Holiness Moran Baselios, Marthoma Mathews-III, the Catholicos of the East, the Supreme Head of the Indian Orthodox Church, and Your Grace, Dr. Gregorios Marthoulios, the Founder Metropolitan of Ahmedabad Diocese, Reverend Father Jose Chairman, Manager, St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, Reverend Father George Varghese, Secretary, Ahmedabad Diocese, the office bearers of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society, Mr. Monty Varghese, Honorable Vice Chairman, Mr. Junesh Thomas, Honorable Secretary, Mr. Babu John, Honorable Trustee, Most Reverend Philippos Ramban, Superior Jyotis Ashram, Reverend Father Liju Thomas, Vicar, Bilwada Parish, Reverend Father Matthew George, Principal, St. Thomas School, Banswada, Reverend Father Rijo Rajan Koshi, Assistant Manager, St. Gregorios Junior School, Mrs. Preeti Mathur, Principal, St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, Ms. Vidhi Prasad, Headmistress, St. Gregorios Junior School, heads of institutions, respected government officials, our most supporting and distinguished officials of print and electronic media, and other noted personalities and dignitaries, respected members of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society, well-wishers, dear parents, most valued colleagues, and my beloved children. Good evening to one and all. Let me begin by thanking God Almighty for giving us this opportunity to come together and celebrate. At this moment, I stand here with immense pleasure and great pride as I address such an eminent gathering. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young, said Henry Ford. Without learning, there will be no growth. Without growth, there will be no change, and hence, no development. As the Vice Principal of this school, I consider it as a blessing to be a part of this prestigious institution, which has a legacy of more than 4 decades, and itself is a testimonial of growth. I believe that every child we encounter is a divine appointment. Hence, my team and I endeavor to help every child to reach the pinnacle of competence and develop in them the skills required to overcome the challenges put forth by life. Every year, we proudly witness a group of children who once walked in as timid little ones, walking out as confident young adults with outstanding achievements in academics, sports, art, dance, music, and so on. These Gregorians are the brand ambassadors of our school, and we are proud of them. Pandemic has taught us all various lessons. We faced loss of our loved ones, but then it taught us to face challenges fearlessly and to move forward with even greater zeal than before. Today, we have come together to celebrate after 4 long years. The management, teachers, and students, along with the support of the parents and well-wishers, have done our best to organize this program on the theme Crescendo. The word crescendo means a gradual increase in the volume of music. It is an Italian word derived from the word crescere, which means to grow. We all thought there couldn't be a better theme than this at St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, which has made a steady but remarkable growth to the level that we see today. To celebrate this remarkable growth of 42 years of establishment, we are blessed to have the presence of the Catholicos of the East, the Supreme Head of Indian Orthodox Church, His Holiness Moran Baselios Marthoma Mathews-III. His Holiness, The 92nd primate on the apostolic throne of St. Thomas is compassionate, humble, sagacious, peaceful. His Holiness, in a simple attire that you see here, has adorned himself with these epic qualities, which make him a class apart Catholicos of the East. His Holiness works relentlessly for the upliftment of the poor, especially women. He has started many ventures to give employment opportunities to women from the economically backward classes and downtrodden. With a warm heart and a big round of applause, let's welcome the just, tolerant, and calm shepherd leader to this occasion. Our students will now offer a potted sapling to His Holiness. Thinking about this honor of great persona, the words that come to my mind are daring leader, tough conversations, charming smile, great warmth, tech savvy, and positive outlook. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about none other than His Grace Dr. Gregorios Marthoma, the founder Metropolitan of Ahmedabad Diocese, and at present Metropolitan of Kundamkulam Diocese. Despite his humility and simplistic character, his official profile portrays his proficiency and sharpness in the matters of complex church affairs. His grace is strong in his perception and vision regarding the church. He has not refrained himself from expressing his opinions freely and hence heads the media wing of Indian Orthodox Church. He has also written a book named The Message of Religions. This book deeply focuses on evolution of religions with time. With a gratifying heart and great warmth, we would like to welcome His Grace Dr. Gregorios Marthoma to this function. Your Grace, I can't stop myself from saying this. We will miss your vibrant presence in this diocese. At this point, I would like to place on record that His Excellency Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, the Governor of Goa, who was the chief guest of today, couldn't make it to Udaipur due to his busy schedule. On the behalf of the management, staff, and students of St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, I extend our heartfelt wishes and appreciation to His Excellency. It's a blessing and could also be called as a good fortune to have a wise leader. We at St. Gregorios are surely lucky ones. Our manager, Reverend Father Jose V. Matthew, who is popularly known as Father Jose Chemman, which is also his pen name, is such a personality. You may see him mostly sitting quiet. It's just because his proficiency is in Malayalam language, but his wisdom sees no bound. Reverend Father is a voracious reader and an outstanding Malayalam writer. He has written many short stories and poems. His first book was a collection of short stories, Nilav Udichu, Nisha Urungila. To name a few of his famous works, Samay Rathatile Sandeshagan, The Messenger of Time, Mahayanam, and another, a travelogue on Salala titled Megha Sannibhamaya Salala. Another prominent one is about Moses, Mosha Veendadapinde Parikarmi, and so on. At the moment, his focus is on biographies and travelogues, and is currently working on a travelogue on the spectacular dynasty of Mewar. With great fondness, we welcome you, Reverend Father, to our midst. Now, we would like to welcome Reverend Father George Varghese, Secretary, Ahmedabad Diocese. Recently, I realized that he is also known as the Laughing Father. This itself speaks about his pleasant personality. Reverend Father George was also the former manager of this school. It's a pleasure to have you amongst us, Father. With a very warm heart, we welcome you to our midst. greatest stakeholders of an institution is its management. All the dedicated 13 members of the management committee of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society surely deserve our heartfelt appreciation and a warm welcome. A special word of welcome to our very compassionate and selfless trio, the three office bearers, Mr. Monty Varghese, the Honorable Vice Chairman. We welcome you, sir, to this function. Mr. Junesh Thomas, Honorable Secretary. We welcome you, sir, to this function. Mr. Babu John, Honorable Trustee. Welcome, sir. These are the forerunners of St. Gregorios School. We extend a hearty welcome to you, sirs. We also extend a warm welcome to the special invitees. Firstly, we welcome Most Reverend Philippos Ramban, the Superior Jyotis Ashram. We welcome you, Rambachan, to our midst. Next, we would like to extend our warm welcome to Reverend Father Liju Thomas, Vicar, Bilwada Parish. And then, Reverend Father Matthew George, Principal, St. Thomas School, Banswada. We welcome you, Father. Last but not the least, we would also like to welcome our young, energetic, and pleasant Reverend Father Riju Rajan Koshi, the Assistant Manager, St. Gregorios Junior School. Next person on the dais doesn't need any introduction. Let's extend our warm welcome to the principal of St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, Ms. Preeti Mathur. Welcome, ma'am. It's our pleasure to have amidst us various other noted personalities and dignitaries. Ms. Vidhi Prasad, the headmistress of junior school, the heads of other institutions, respected government officials, our most supportive friends of print and electronic media. In one word and a big round of applause, on behalf of St. Gregorios Senior School and management, I welcome you all. We also extend our heartfelt appreciation and warm welcome to all the special invitees, members of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church Society and members of St. Gregorios Orthodox Church, other spiritual organizations, dear and loving parents, teachers, students, and to each one of you, ladies and gentlemen present here, a very hearty welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Pulikottil family, which served the Malankara Orthodox Church in 18th and 19th century, started the first theological seminary in Kerala. Pulikottil Ittup Ramban, who later came to be known as Mar Dionysius II, with the help of ruling elite family of Travancore, gave courageous leadership during the problematic era of Malankara Orthodox Church. Our loving metropolitan, the successor of Pulikottil family, the good shepherd of Ahmedabad Diocese, His Grace, Dr. G. Varghese Mar Julius, I cordially invite His Grace for the presidential address.
Good evening to one and all. Your Holiness, Moran Baselios, Marthoma, Mathews-III, the Supreme Head of Malankara Orthodox Church. That means the president of our St. Gregorios Society and its school, Your Excellency Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, Governor of Goa, who comes and bless us online, our beloved Chairman, Vice Chairman, Treasurer, Secretary, Principal, Vice Principal, all our revered Rambachan and priests, they are all in different stations in Rajasthan in service to humanity through ashrams, through schools, and as Diocesan Secretary, our former Chairman, our beloved George Verghese Sachin, for example, and all other distinguished people on the dais and off the dais, our beloved teaching staff, non-teaching staff, our most beloved parents, and our pride, children of St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, Udaipur. I thank God Almighty for this wonderful evening. As we all know, an annual day becomes a reality after 4 long years because of the pandemic corona. Now once again we are smiling in hope, trusting in God without mask. And let us hope and pray that we keep this earth in its fullness for the glory of God, so that there won't be any more pandemic visiting us. It is my esteemed pleasure, and I am really privileged to stand in front of all of you, and especially in front of head of our church, the president of our school. It is not that easy that the president of school visit us every now and then. But it is the second occasion that the president of the school, the supreme head of the Malangara Orthodox Church, visiting our prestigious school in Udaipur in my tenure of 12 years as the vice president of the school. Our former Catholicos, the Malangara Metropolitan, has visited us in 2011. And now, in 2022, our present Catholicos is visiting us. And this is also an occasion that after a tenure of 12 years, I'm, transferred as from the position of vice president and the metropolitan of the Diocese of Ahmedabad. So actually, I'm standing here on behalf of our new vice president, metropolitan of the Diocese of Ahmedabad, His Grace, Dr. Gregorios Theophilos. These names may be a bit difficult for you. You need to only remember that instead of Julius, now it is Theophilos. The first name is the same. So on behalf of the new Vice President, Metropolitan of Diocese of Ahmedabad, and also on my own behalf, I greet all of you at the outset. It is my duty to extend a word of introduction to our most beloved Baba Tirumeni, His Holiness. His Holiness is a teacher of theology, teacher of philosophy. We, all clergy present here, or in other words, hundreds or even thousands of clergy of the Malangara Orthodox Church are trained by His Holiness for the last 4 decades at Kottayam Seminary. Moreover that, His Holiness is a very philanthropic person. Whatever he receives is spent for those who are having problems, troubles in their life. He's always, this morning also he said at our Jyotish ashram that I am actually in role of a postman. That people give us, give me, and I spend it further to poor and needy. His Holiness is running many charitable organizations, and that through His Holiness is extending His compassionate heart and hands to different sort of people. One of his hobbies, for example, every day morning, after he finishes, early worship and all, he should rise up at least at 4 o'clock every day, because at 4:30 it starts the morning prayer, meditation and all. And after that, if he gets time, reads a newspaper, or if he has Holy Kurbana, after Kurbana he reads a newspaper, and whenever he sees that anyone is in need, he calls his secretary and says that contact that person, extend our help immediately. Yesterday also, in newspaper, there was a story that a nursing student in Kerala, she was almost thrown away from the nursing school because she was not having money for her next installment of fees. When Tirumeni heard this news, immediately called his secretary and contacted that person and said that we are remitting the fees. Don't throw that person away. This is just one example. I know that I should not speak too much. So, the right person amidst of us to bless us and to facilitate our children, and to do all the release of the magazine, Eunonia, and so on. So it is with a full heart of happiness, once again, it is my duty to welcome His Holiness amidst of us. Another personality, what I should mention, is the online presence of His Excellence Sri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, the Govan Governor, a good friend of our church, a good friend of humanity, a very good friend of our own Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, and he leads the community in different way and manners. When he was invited through the management, and of course I was there to extend the invitation, he wholeheartedly welcomed and he was wishing to come over here. But because of his official duties at Goa, especially it is the International Film Festival started there on today and it goes tomorrow, since he is the chief host of the whole program, he is unable to come here. But he graciously sent his message to us, and he agreed that another occasion I will come and visit your prestigious school here at Udaipur. So I am also very thankful to His Excellency Sridharan Pillai. Before I close, it is my duty to say a word of thanks and my appreciation to the entire management, staff, and parents that you are doing an excellent work. As I always used to say, if you want to invest on your children. When you invest on your children in terms of their education, the best, the moral, the ethical, quality education to them, that is your duty not only to your family, but to your community, to your country, and to the entire universe at large. Education makes a person, a personality. So whatever you spend on education, with prayers and blessings, the fruit will be great, that our children will be climbing to any excellent positions of the world. So I wish all the best to St. Gregorios Higher Secondary School, Udaipur, all the fraternity here, and of course, though I am not, going to be your vice president anymore perhaps, but as a friend of you, as your former, vice president, as it is said here, as the founder, Metropolitan of the Diocese of Ahmedabad, I'll be visiting whenever I get a chance to visit Udaipur. May God bless you. Have a nice evening. Receive the messages from His Holiness, His Excellency, and distinguished persons here. And moreover, everything, watch and enjoy the splendor of the crescendo here, the music, its heights. That's through the performance of our children, the talents of our children, and which are really our hope. With these words, I conclude. Jai Hind.
Thank you, His Grace.
The concerted effort, dedication, sagacity, and perseverance of the school authorities directed the students to a stage of progress. Be it academics or sports, our children do their best and spread out their wings to soar high to the boundless sky. I request His Holiness to award our shining stars of sports. Master Suravir Singh Chauhan of Class 12th Arts participated in 65th state level swimming competition and received bronze medal. Master Vishwajit Singh Rathod secured third position in kayaking at national level, which was organized by Indian Kayaking and Canoeing Association. Thank you, His Holiness.
Indian Orthodox Church has grown by assimilating the singleness of different cultures into the identity of Indian culture. The bearer of Christian tradition and the guardian of prayer and principles, the supreme head of Indian Orthodox Church His Holiness Moran Baselios, Marthoma Mathews-III, presides on the glorious chair of Apostle of India, Saint Thomas. I humbly invite His Holiness for the words of blessings.
Glory be to God in the highest. Respected President of this Augustus body meeting, His Grace Dr. Gregorios Julius Metropolitan, and all the dignitaries on the dais and of dais, respected parents, teachers, and beloved students. It is the first time I visit this place and the school. I was overwhelmed with joy because of the situation here, especially the atmosphere created for this annual day celebration. It is very glorious occasion, and also I was so much delighted to have your reception, very glorious as well as very esteemed. I thank you for inviting me to be a participant in this very happy and glorious occasion. More than 2,500 students are here, and the corresponding teachers for the 12 classes of this school. And it is serving the society for educating children to be members of the society, for the integration of the nation, for achieving great merits of their excellence in serving India and all the world. I do thank the principal, the students, and as well as the teachers and the manager of the school for exhibiting a very esteemed position in the society, serving the nation through the education in the school. We are proud of you, all those who are responsible for the upbringing of this school to this glorious position in the society. I have only three messages, three points in my message. First one is about the knowledge, and it is an advice to the beloved parents. We know that this period is an occasion for new starts up in the society. So people are investing their money to become more wealthy as well as to serve the nation. But there is a verse from Benjamin Franklin, the 18th century American politician, and it says like this: an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Today we are looking for our money to bring more interest. We may invest in industries, in factories, or in agriculture and all other aspects of our life. But this very great politician, he has a good word to our parents. The most important thing is to invest in bringing knowledge to our students, to our children. And we cannot count the interest what is going to have. It is immense, and even beyond what we think of our investment. We don't know how our students will come up, whether they may become very useful for the society in their social work, or become scientists, or become political leaders, or become administrative leaders or IAS officers like that. We don't know. But our investment in bringing knowledge or giving knowledge to our students is the most important and valuable investment, so that we cannot count the interest we are going to get from our investment. Second point in my message is to the students. The 4th century BC, there was a very great Greek philosopher called Aristotle. And his advice to the students is as follows: the root of education is bitter, but its fruits are sweet. The root of education is bitter because when we become students, or when we are students, we have to struggle much. We have to have sleepless nights maybe. We have to think more. We should try to memorize whatever we have studied. but so much is our hard work. So much will be our fruit. Even though the time of education or learning may be very bitter as it seems to us, but our hard work will be given so much fruit which will be more sweet and sweeter than any other thing in this world. So, my dear students, don't worry about the bitter experience and the hardships you undergo during the education, because a hard work in education will bring very good fruit in your life, and that will be beneficial not only to you personally, but to the nation as a whole and to the nation and to the world as a whole. My third point in this message is to remind you one thing which happened 2 or 3 days back. There was the G20 summit in Malaysia, and the next year the leader of the G20 summit will be hosted by will be India, and in the next September we are going to have the G20 summit in New Delhi. And in the newspaper it is published, we have taken a theme for the G20 of 2023. What is that theme? One earth, one family, one future. What a glorious theme it is we have taken. There should be a global change in this world, and without that global change, the problems of the world cannot be solved. Wherever we look, wherever we see around in our society, all types of afflictions, all type of disinterest, all type of disappointing situation, all type of negative energy we find. How to solve the negative energy? How to make this world to progress in a positive energy? We must have a vision, and that vision should be our understanding of the earth given by God to everybody to own it equally. And we have to consider ourselves as one family, to care and share for everybody who lives in this world. Whatever we may have, we may share with all others, so that we may find that we are one family, or we are the members of one family on the earth. And if we consider this earth, it is owned, or it is for all the people in the world equally to inhabit, and also to have our investment in this earth, and to share everything which we have in this world, then developed countries, underdeveloped countries, and developing countries, all these countries should realize that we are one family. And if we take that motto in our life, there will be a future for the society as well as for the earth. And that is the vision, and that is the theme. I glorify and I also appreciate, congratulate those who theme, and that theme which India is going to evangelize in this world, to proclaim to the world, that will become a future slogan for the society as a whole to strive forward for the unity and equality and peace on earth. With these simple words, I conclude my message. God bless you and thank you all.
Thank you, His Holiness.
A virtual message of His Excellency Shri P.S. Sridharan Pillai, Governor of Goa, will be broadcasted now.
Most respected HH Moran, Baselios, Marthoma Mathews-III, Tirmeni, Dr. His Grace Dr. Vargismar Julius, the Metropolitan of the Diocese of Ahmedabad, respected Tirmeni, all other distinguished guests, and my dear friends. I am extremely happy to know that St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School's day is observing today. In Udaipur, the greatest Christian denomination, Orthodox, is conducting an higher secondary school with high reputation among the public is a happy information for me. When I inquired, the Malayali people from Udaipur and Rajasthan told me that this institution is preferred by the local people, and its objective, and through that process they are molding the children in a good manner, very much helpful to the tradition and history of our country. Our country now endeavoring for a self-reliant India. These education institutions approach and effort are appreciating by me as a governor. And in fact, I thought of coming for this function, but due to some prior official engagements, I am unable to visit Rajasthan during these days, and pardon me for that. I convey my best wishes to all, and I am extremely happy to inform one more aspect that our Baba Tirumeni, from my inner mind, I can say he is a valuable contributor to the spirituality of our country. Orthodox Church has got a very good tradition in our country. A Christian church who always declare that they are committed to the tradition and history of this country throughout its functioning, and my experience is that they believe in Sarva Dharma Samabhav and the concept Ekam Sat Vipra Bhuda Vadanti. So the Sabha, Orthodox Sabha, is a formidable Christian section in Kerala, but they are especially our Baba Tirumeni and his team always trying their best to protect the interest of other communities and other religions as well. I congratulate this Sabha for their contributions in the field of education and charity works. In charity field, the present Supreme Head of Orthodox Church always making his sincere efforts to save and help the downtrodden poor people in the society. This institution also in Udaipur, of course, you can do so many things in future also for the development of education in Rajasthan and your creation of new generation for the betterment of our country. I once again wish all the best for all of you. കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ
The school endeavors to impart quality education, emphasizing on sound learning and character building. Our school magazine, is a Greek word that means a pure, well-balanced mind. It enables the students to express their creativity through various genres of writings. Every literary piece here is the spontaneous imagination of young and ignited minds overflowing into print, thus scribbling their thoughts into verse and prose. I humbly invite His Holiness to do the honors. To assist His Holiness, I invite our Vice Chairman, Mr. Monty Verghese, for the release of magazine Thank you, His Holiness and Monty, sir.
Saint Gregorios as an alma mater provides a platform for learning, to seek solutions to problems in real life situations and leading to education for producing creative, constructive and productive citizens. Now I invite respected Principal Ma'am, Ms. Preeti Mathur, to present the annual report.
Good evening, everybody. It's a great privilege to have with us esteemed guests, His Holiness, His Grace, Reverend Fathers, and the dignitaries on the dais. A hearty welcome to all the revered guests, honorable parents, and a special gratitude to those who have made their valuable presence to grace the occasion. As the principal of the school, I would like to present the annual report. Kindly have some glimpses on the screen. In the words of former President Shri APJ Abdul Kalam, excellence is a continuous process and not an accident. Having resolutely upheld a very demanding tradition of excellence to make quality education an integral part of society, St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School has indeed come a long way since its inception in 1980. I am glad that the school has raised a benchmark by intensifying its focus on best educational practices. Love, lighted learning is our school motto. It always encourages us to speculate the grand underlying vision and to harness the beehive of knowledge and pollinate progress across all possible segments by kindling the light of love and learning. St. Gregorios School provides a strong learning platform and also offers an all-round career progression for its students. The indomitable endeavors of Reverend Father Jose Chairman, the manager, and the members of the school management committee are worth a salute. Their steadfast and unmatchable efforts have given us a good infrastructure with clean and green campus sprawling in acres. The strength of students in the session 2021-22 was 2,400. The total number of staff was 100, including teaching and non-teaching. The classrooms have been provided with interactive smart boards to help students understand and visually relate to complex concepts. Our school is equipped with physics, chemistry, biology, and social science labs that allow innovative exploration of the world of science and humanities. We have 2 computer laboratories, one each for senior and junior sections. The school has a spacious library with a large collection of books, journals, and periodicals. Introduction of book bank has been done to help the students and staff members. Our auditorium is equipped with the latest technology and is the school's pride. Its multi-purpose usage for cultural functions, art exhibitions, CBSE meetings, and seminars marks good utility of space. RO water purifiers and coolers have been installed on each floor to provide clean drinking water to our staff and students. Our school building is fire protected with fire sprinklers and fire extinguishing mechanisms placed at regular intervals. We have installed CCTV to cover the whole school premises with 24/7 security cover. For the convenience of the staff and students, the school is facilitated with lift for easy approach to the auditorium. Also, the ramp can be used in classes where stairs are inaccessible. The school has tried to contribute to saving the environment by installing solar panels for power supply. Now, we are energy independent. St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School harbors various clubs for the holistic and all-round development of our students, namely APJ Abdul Kalam Science Club, Eco Club, Legal Literacy Club, and Challengers Commerce Club. The pandemic shook the education system to the core, The school was forced to shut down just like any others. However, at St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, we as the teaching fraternity embraced the hurdles which resulted in a transition in methodology, hence moving ahead through the virtual classes. Our teachers and students rose up to the challenges and did their best. At this moment, we also commemorate the irreparable loss of one of our dedicated teachers, Mrs. Mini Shaji. On 24 July 2021, the school welcomed Reverend Father Jose Cheman as the new manager to take forward the rich legacy of our institute. On 22nd and 23rd February 2022, Reverend Father Varghese Alangadan and Reverend Father Dr. George Alangadan from USM Indore were invited as resource persons to conduct orientation programs. In AISSCE 12th, altogether 168 students were registered and all of them appeared. The result was 100%. 18 students scored 90% and above, 80 students got distinctions, 66 secured first divisions. 2 students had perfect 100 on 100 score in different subjects. Ghazal Bordia scored 100 in business studies and Dipti Jain scored full marks in history. In science stream, 61 students appeared. 4 students scored 90% and above. There were 25 distinctions and 30 students got first division. Krish Bandwal secured 94.8 and stood first, and second rank was secured by Prachi Pujari with 91.2. Dakshas stood third with 90.4%. In commerce stream, 62 students appeared, 9 students succeeded in scoring 90% and above. There were 28 distinctions and 18 first divisions. First position was jointly bagged by Manandevpura and Ghazal Bordia with an aggregate of 96.6%. The second position was held by Aditi Paliwal, Mrinendra Gadwal with 95.2%. Kumail Rasulji stood third with 93.4%. In arts, 45 students appeared, 5 students scored above 90%, 20 students secured distinction, and 16 students got first division. First position was bagged by Dipti Jain with 96.6%. Shreya Agarwal stood second with 94.4%, and third position was held by Laksh Parikh with 92.6%. AISSE Class 10th also made us proud with 10% result. Altogether, 188 students appeared. 41 students 90% above, 68 students got distinction. First position was achieved by Dhruv Sharma with 97.2%. Dishita Dashora was at second rank with 97%, and Priyanshi Mathur got third position with 96.8%. 4 students were successful in scoring a perfect 100 in different subjects. Sulaksh Badala and Priyanshi Mathur got full marks in mathematics standard. Anushka Tuli and Vansh Gehlot scored full in social studies. CBSE has declared the merit list for 2020 session of those students who scored a perfect 100 in mathematics. Only 0.1% of total appeared students have managed to secure their position in this list. 6 students, Tanushri Tapadia, Lakshit Shrimali, Himang Bohra, Aisha Saini, and Hiya Mehta, have added a feather to the cap of St. Gregorios School and made their alma mater proud. Similarly, Prashant Mukesh Kumar secured his place in the merit list released for Class 12 Science Session 2019-20 batch in the session 2021-22. In spite of the mix of strict and relaxed COVID guidelines, we could manage to conduct some cultural activities in both primary and senior sections. Independence Day, Republic Day, Gandhi Jayanti, and Shastri Jayanti were celebrated in the presence of members of management committee and school staff. We celebrated Diwali, Eid, Guru Parv and Christmas. Children's Day was celebrated with joy. On 19th February 2022, annual prize distribution ceremony was organized in the school auditorium to give away the various prizes in cultural, sports and other activities. The school has been awarded with a letter of appreciation from CBSE, Government of India for actively participating in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Our judo under 17 boys, swimming under 17 boys and volleyball under 17 girls won the championships. Our students from our school got selected to play at state level in various sports like judo, swimming, volleyball, table tennis, basketball and badminton. Three of our players, Faba Jacob, Vedansh Tonk and Suryavir Singh Chauhan won bronze medal in a state level tournament in 2021-22. National Cadet Corps of Youth Wing are regularly given training and practice in the school. Our girls and boys cadets are enrolled in 10th Raj Battalion. The school also incorporates scouts and guides groups for younger students. I thank Reverend Father Jose Chairman, Manager, for his deep and visionary understanding and openness to new ideas and dedicated services to the institution, along with a team of 13 members of the School Management Committee. I also congratulate the School Management Committee members for their pioneering and far-reaching initiatives for the betterment of the school and the community on the whole. They continue to be the torchbearers in registering a magnificent existence in the educational community and society. St. Gregorios Junior School, located in Miranagar, is another milestone in the list of the achievements of the society. It's a miniature model of main campus and maintains the same serenity and dignity, hereby focusing on the holistic development of children. It is equipped with an environment-friendly modern architecture. It caters almost all the facilities required. The transport network of buses predominantly covers all the major locations of the city. I am confident that Gregorians will play a greater role in changing the educational landscape and in strengthening the foundation of our school by taking its glory to the new zenith. I pray to God Almighty and our patron saint to bestow abundant blessings upon us so that our school continues to excel in its journey as always. I wish each and everyone present here prosperous and happy times ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Technology is rapidly changing the world. Today, there is almost no area of life which technology has not impacted. Education is no exception. For the launch of new website, I hand over the mic to Vice Principal Mrs. Shubha Jose.
We are pleased to announce the launch of our website with a new look. After 3 months of hard work and dedication, we are delighted to officially announce the launch. Our goal with this updated version is to provide our visitors and parents with an easier way to learn about St. Gregorios Senior Secondary School, Udaipur, and also to allow the visitors to browse information based on their own choice. To do the honors, I request the Honorable Trustee to come forward. With the laptop. Mr. Baiju, with the laptop, please. And I humbly request His Grace Dr. Gregorios Marthoma to click the button and declare the website inaugurated. new website is interactive and gives better access to all the know-how of the school. Our story about church, society, patron saint, our vision and mission, new ideas and methodologies, and so on. Kindly find time to log in and learn more. Amongst the new features, the site contains integrated and unique tabs to foster improved communication. Thank you, His Grace.
Ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. We are extremely proud of the accomplishments of our students. Congratulations to all the students who brought laurels to the institution by coming out with flying colors in the board examinations in the last 4 years. Now I request His Holiness and His Grace to give away the awards to the Gregorians. In the All India Senior Secondary Examination, Session 18-19, Master Pratyush Jain of 12th Commerce secured first position with an aggregate of 96.4%. In session 19-20, Master Janam Badala of 12th Commerce stood first with 94.8%. Ms. Payodi Pandey of 12th Arts stood first with 95.4% in session 2021. Ms. Isha Purohit of 12th Science scored 97.6% in the same session. In class 12 Commerce, Master Bhavya Runtla and Master Kratik Agrawal shared first position with 95.8%.
Stream, Miss Himanshi Sharma, Miss Insia Attari and Miss Nikita Sharma. In the art stream, Miss Himanshi Sharma, Miss Insia Attari and Miss Nikita Sharma bagged first position with a score of 95.8%. In AISSE 2021, Master Chandranshu Sharma of class 10th scored 98.2%. Coming on to session 21-22, Master Krish Bandwal of 12th Science stood first with 94.8%. In the commerce stream, Miss Ghazal Bodia secured 96.6% and stood first. In AISSE 21-22, Master Dhruv Sharma of class 10th bagged first position with a score of 97.2%.
Thank you all. Now I invite Reverend Father Jose Chemmin, the manager St. Gregorios, to present memento to His Holiness as a token of love and gratitude. We seek your blessings and prayers for the betterment of the Gregorian family. I also request Reverend Father Riju Rajan Koshi, Assistant Manager, to present the memento to His Grace and express our thankfulness.
Thank you all. It's time to wind up the public meeting.